Hi everyone, I'm Shira Sanchez with Network.tv. We're going to sit down with a one-on-one with Florence Hartigan.
Wow. Well, I started acting when I was really little. I did a lot of film and TV stuff back in New Zealand when I was growing up. So yeah, I guess I just kind of knew from a really early age that's what I wanted to do.
So you're from New Zealand?
I am, yes. That's where I grew up.
Tell us more about that, coming out to Los Angeles and doing acting.
Sure. Well, I had just come out of college and I felt like I wanted to. New Zealand's a really small place, and we make like beautiful, awesome like film and TV stuff, but there's a lot more going on out in Los Angeles. Obviously, this is like Hollywood and where it all happens. So I got a manager out here, and I came out to pursue that. Yeah, sure. Well, I guess the most upcoming one is Phoenix Forgotten, which comes out on Friday. Really excited by that. It's produced by Ridley Scott, and it's the same creative team behind The Martian and Maze Runner. So that's really cool. And yeah, it tells the story of the largest documented UFO sighting in history. And that's the jumping off point. It tells the story of 3 kids that go looking for UFOs, basically, and then it's told through the framework of somebody coming back and trying to tell their story. Well, I have always sung, and in college I started playing in bands and singing. I studied classical singing actually when I was a kid, and I went pretty far with that. I started in college, and then I started becoming more passionate about writing my own songs and singing in a kind of more like folky style, and so now I write songs, and I have a single coming out pretty soon, and I play around LA. I'm doing a show actually on the 28th called Fear-Based Life, which you can see with a lot of other amazing artists. There's Drew Droege, who, I don't know if you've seen his stuff, he does a Chloe Sevigny impersonation, and he's one of the funniest people I've ever seen that is a real human in life. Like, he is like so crazy good. And he's going to be part of the show, and my friend Melissa Stevens curates it, and she's running it. So yeah, it's on the 28th, and you can get tickets at Feral Audio / Fear-Based Life.
So who are some of your musical influences?
At the moment, like people that have been like historical influences, like what my soul is made out of, like Bob Dylan and Simon and Garfunkel and Joni Mitchell, like that 60s folk movement. And more recently, I love Jenny Lewis and Ryan Adams, kind of that like alt country thing, and Father John Misty. So somewhere in between there, I like to think I slot in.
So who would be your perfect duet?
Oh man. I mean, I would love to sing with Jenny Lewis. I think she's amazing, and her persona and her writing is so beautiful, and I love her voice, so I'd love to sing with her.
So do you have any upcoming things we can hear you singing in? I know we're going to be checking you out, performing with other artists, maybe a tour coming up or something in the future?
I don't have any tours planned at the moment, but I do have the single coming out, and I'm about to get into the studio and record more stuff. So yeah, keep looking for me.
Definitely will.
The advice that I would give people trying to get started in music and acting would be to just make things. I think there are so many opportunities now to you don't have to wait for anyone to give you opportunities. You can always be making stuff, and not only is that going to help people see what you do and give you exposure, or just help you find the right people that are going to mesh with you and help you move forward, but it helps you as a person to make things, and it helps you as a person to do what's in your heart and to do what you're passionate about, and whatever that is in any industry really. But I think especially for artists, like, that's what it's about. Like, if you don't love doing it, don't do it. But if you do it as much as you can. I think one of the challenges coming to LA and being from somewhere else and having an accent is to know what to do with it. And I think for me, it's actually, I think of it as a good thing. I walk into the room and I just speak how I speak, and then I lock into the role, and I think that lets people know that I am somebody who's already prepared and already done work, because I've worked on this thing and I know how to do it. So it's already like a skill that I'm showing just by talking, which I think is kind of an advantage. So yeah. I think something I've learned about myself in terms of my journey as an actor is that it's important to surround yourself with people who you don't do anything alone. And I certainly any success I have had is not due to me. It's due to all the other people that have collaborated and helped me, and I've helped them and collaborated with them. And so that's what I would say is just foster those friendships and create with people that you really admire.
So tell us what you do to prepare for a role. Is there anything like a ritual that you do?
Sure. I think something that really helps me prepare for a role is making a playlist of music. So I think music really helps me create a feeling, and once I can get a feeling for a character, that really helps me lock into it. So I make a playlist with the last one I made for a role had Hungarian folk music on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be interesting. You have to put that up on your social media so you can check it out.
Oh, sure.
Definitely. And where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Flowbie. It's FL0BIE. Or you can just search Florence Hartigan. You can find me. And I'm on Facebook, Florence Hartigan, and Twitter as Flo Has Thoughts.
So who is your dream actress to work with?
I think one of the dream role would be to act alongside Cate Blanchett. I think she's a luminous, amazing, stunning person. I just imagine just being around her, you'd probably learn a million things. So
what's your dream role for a guy?
A dream role for a guy?
Yes, to work with.
Oh, who would be my dream guy to work with?
Yes.
I would love to work with Jack Nicholson. I think he is just always so in his body and real and truthful and natural, and I think that would be really interesting.
So tell us your favorite movies that you like to watch that inspire you.
Oh man, I think I've seen Shakespeare in Love 40,000 times. I watch that just all the time. And I love the way it's written. Tom Stoppard was a playwright first, and he wrote the screenplay, and it's just flawless and funny and heartfelt, and I love it. I think being a singer really, it helps with vocal stuff, so I love doing voiceover. And I have a movie coming out in summer called Malevolent, which is an animated horror movie. It stars William Shatner, Miranda Baccarin, and Ray Wise, and some other amazing actors too, and myself. So yeah, that was a really cool experience. It's really interesting for me how your voice and body intermeshes, and for me because it was a horror movie and there's a lot of blood and gut stuff that happens. I found for me being really physical really helped, and so I would be in the recording booth doing all these weird physicality things to help me get there vocally, and then they were filming it. And I gotta tell you, that's not something you ever want to watch yourself doing.
Well, that sounds awesome, and we're so looking forward to seeing you in your upcoming films.
Thank you.
We're just excited to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice meeting you.
You too.